Hello, this is Brendan and welcome to Musings of the Mind. Today we're going to be talking about the soul resume, I call it, or the perfect resume. And that is what you want to do is write out who you want to be. Doesn't matter how extreme you want to be, a multi-billionaire and starting out from nothing, write that down. You write down your top values, what you value most to least. You take this, you write this out on a piece of paper, you take a picture, you staple it on one side, you write out your values, you write out what you want, you write out your career, you write out your areas of mastery, you write out the perfect 10.0 you, the you that could not be better. If that means being a multi-billionaire, or hedge fund manager, anthropologist, hedge fund manager, then write that out. The purpose of this is to make it your true and best self. You write this out and you really envision it. You write out your resume. What would be the perfect resume? What would be you with, like, you want 8 PhDs? Write that down. Do you not want any PhDs? Write that down. Write down your highest self. Think about it and write it down, and then create this document. It should be like, it should start off being no less than 10 pages, but it should get bigger and bigger and bigger over time as you more and more flush this person out. And the second part of this technique is you're going to write out where you are now, your current resume, what you look like now, everything. And then what you're going to do is you're going to compare them, and you're going to think about, and this is the soul resume technique, or the perfect resume. Now we're going to talk about a homegrown, a personal development technique of mine. That is, what I do is I take out a bottle of the mezcal, which is a type of liqueur, and I take out some Irish cream, and I take out some whiskey, and I put it on one side in a sort of like altar thing. And on the other side, I put my 10.0 perfect Brennan resume. So I put down the mezcal. I put down, and I put this here, and I really say, okay, I can consume the alcohol. I can guzzle it down till I get wasted. I'll feel great in the moment, but then later it really hits me. But then it's not good in the long run. And I look at my 10.0 self resume, my 10.0 self resume, and I say, this is who I could be if I sacrifice my immediate pleasure. And I really get into this too. I really think about how good it would be to drink the alcohol, how good it would be to have that experience, sit down, watch some movies, eat some potato chips, put some potato chips there too and stuff. And then on the other side, I have my perfect 10.0 self resume. And what I do is I look at this perfect 10.0 self resume and I say, I choose that. I choose to sacrifice immediate pleasure, being the potato chips, the whiskey, the Gatorade, the Coca-Cola, all of that shit. I choose to sacrifice all of that on the right hand side, or wherever, it doesn't matter what hand side it is, but on my right hand side, I let go of all that, let go of immediate pleasure, and I choose my 10.0 self that I work towards every day. Now, I will probably never be my 10.0 self. I probably won't live to be 1,000 years old. That's not going to happen. But I'm striving towards it. I'm not guzzling down the whiskey and destroying my life. I'm working down the way towards my highest self. Now, if you want to make this even stronger, or what I'm thinking about doing to make this even stronger, is on the right hand side, the immediate pleasure area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create like negative resume. What would be the worst possible outcome for me? And then I will take that, and then I'll really envision that, and I'll envision the 10.0 self, and all it takes is one decision: immediate pleasure or sacrifice immediate pleasure for future gain. I'm going to choose to sacrifice what I want day in and day out so that I can obtain my 10.0 self, so I can strive to be there. And that's the strength of the pursuit. You will never be that 10.0 self, but if you keep striving, you will get places. That's the thing. The journey is in the pursuit of perfection that will never be. In mathematics, this is an asymptote. And yeah, so now of course there are things to consider, like if you're a recovering alcoholic, maybe not have a bunch of alcohol around, or if you eat, like if you can't control yourself, don't do a technique like this. This is just gonna drag you down. But if you're someone like me who doesn't have any sort of major cravings or anything, then this technique really helps cement my true purpose, my true direction. It allows me to reaffirm my life purpose, my values, who I want to be every day. It allows me to make a choice. First thing, do I want to be a piece of shit pleasure seeker, or do I want to be a victorious sacrificer? Do I want to sacrifice immediate pleasure to get what I want? And I really want to drill that home. Because sitting down, guzzling down a bottle of vodka will never bring happiness. There's no happiness at the bottom of that bottle. Now the mind thinks it is, because the alcohol provides immediate pleasure, it raises dopamine levels, it makes you feel good in the moment, but there's no happiness at the end. There's no happiness in the bottom of that bottle. There's no happiness after that last slice of pizza. There's no happiness at the bottom of that potato chip bag. There's no happiness at the end of that vape pen. There's no happiness there. This is all just immediate gratification. This is all going to drag you down. It's going to make your life miserable hell. Where happiness lies is in the pursuit of the 10.0 self, the pursuit of perfection that you will never obtain, but that you can get really close to. And I think that really concludes the video. Thank you very much for listening. Please comment, subscribe, so on below. One final note I want to make is I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to make any sort of medical recommendations here. Having said that, have a good rest of your day. Please comment and subscribe. Bye.